Have you ever wondered what makes some men so attractive to women? Do they want the bad boy, the dad bod? Why do they always seem to go for the douchebag? In this video, I'm gonna go over 7 attractive habits that will make women beg for your attention. But you need to stay to the end because the last one ties them all together, and if you miss it, you might just come off as creepy. Now, before we get started, you need to know that these are not some stupid game, pickup, tricks, and tactics. I am not interested in all that BS. I'm married with a few kids at this point, so these are things that I know for a fact will not only get attention, but keep attention, so that being in a long-term relationship doesn't have to suck. And if you follow all of these habits, all of the myths that you hear about long-term relationships and marriage, they're not true. You tracking? All right, number 1 is compliment with confidence. There's the well-known line at this point by Andrew Tate where he says that he'll just walk up to a woman and say, "You are absolutely beautiful."
I just wanted to say you are absolutely beautiful.
Personally, I like this. It's straightforward, make your intentions clear. She already knows why you're there. Why else would you be coming up and talking to her if you weren't interested? The lesson from this is that you need to be straightforward. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Women are the ones that beat around the bush. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't know, yeah, maybe. You just need to tell it how it is. You're a man. Act like it. Not only is it okay to be straightforward, but it's better. Along with complimenting, you need to be confident enough for number 2, tease.
You know, I've been meaning to tell you this for a while, but probably about 15 years. But, you know, I feel like I've seen you all my life. And here you are in person, and you look so great.
Would you bite me in the neck?
Oh, my God.
We're out of time.
That's it?
Yeah.
Why does it go by so fast?
If I could tell you the amount of time women have said that to me. Unbelievable.
Girls like to laugh, they like to have fun. Now, obviously, don't be stupid and insult her. You need to just have fun in the conversation a little bit. And if you're just complimenting all the time, that's no fun. That's not interesting. You just come off as needy, creepy, and seeking for validation. She doesn't want that. It's about the roller coaster of emotions. Oh, he complimented me. Oh, now he's teasing me. Oh, now he's making fun of me. The roller coaster is what makes you interesting, and interesting is attractive. On top of this, if you can do this well, it shows that you're not begging for approval, which shows in itself confidence. You don't need the approval. You're detached from whether she likes you or not. It doesn't matter to you. And psychologically, we're wired to want what we can't have. So this will cause her to start pursuing you more, wanting to gain your approval, not the other way around. But that is nothing compared to number 3, lead. The reality is most women want to be led. And I know there's a lot that will say, I don't need no man. Good. Thank goodness. Thank you for telling us. We're not interested in you anyways. Don't care. And a lot of women will even act like they want to lead, but if they truly respect you as the man and the leader of their relationship, they will set that aside because they trust and respect you. You need to be able to make decisions, be decisive, and take a strong leadership role over the relationship and ultimately over the family. Women have a lot more fun being along for the ride. Could you imagine when you show up for a date and you're like, what do you want to do? Could you imagine the turnoff? No, you show up, you say, this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, it's already planned, you're gonna have a great time, and it's gonna be awesome. Now the next one, number 4, will help with this as well, be dangerous. At this point, I think most of us know the famous Jordan Peterson line, you should be capable of violence. Be a warrior in a garden.
Being weak is thought of as a virtue. Jordan Peterson has a really interesting way of looking at this, and he said it to me once, and it made a lot of sense. He said, people think that you should be weak and you should be docile and then you should be a pacifist. He goes, no, you should be a monster. He said you should be a monster, you should be ruthlessly ambitious, and then learn how to control it. And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. It's an old expression, but it makes sense because it doesn't mean that you can't be kind if you're strong, but it does mean you can't be strong if you're weak. If you're weak, you're fucked.
She needs to be able to respect you and know that you can protect her. She's never gonna respect you if she's stronger than you. Seriously. Being dangerous and capable of violence is not just your skill set and capability, but it's also your mindset. If you're someone that lets people walk all over you, take advantage of you, tell you what to do, nobody, including women, will respect you. And if nobody respects you, why would she be attracted to you? You need to portray yourself as someone that people wouldn't mess with. Not because you're a jerk, but because you are strong, capable, confident, and potentially dangerous. This capacity for violence and the mentality that that brings changes the way that you walk, talk, carry yourself, and shows that you are unafraid and unfazed by things. Before we get into the last three, you need to stop doing these three things. They are killing your chances with women. Number one, showing weakness. Nobody wants a man that shows weakness all the time, that is crying, that is always talking about the hardships that he has. That is not attractive. Number two, being indecisive. Like I talked about before, you need to be able to lead, and part of leadership is being able to make decisions. Women want someone that they can depend on. Number three, being a plain and simple, that's it. This is basically the embodiment of the nice guy. Now back to the final three that will make women want you. Number five, be interesting. Being interesting makes her interested. Imagine that. It's actually pretty simple, but not necessarily easy. We also hear a lot to have an air of mystery. Now, when you're first meeting people, this can be pretty easy.
I say I run casinos. Alternatively, you say, what's your job? And I say, I look after my people. That's my job. But the point I'm making is the story you're going to construct in your head is actually going to be more interesting to you than the truth.
But what do you do if you're in a long-term relationship? So let me ask you, when people ask your wife what you do, which would you prefer? If she responded, oh, he's an accountant, or you know what, I'm not really sure what he does, but I just know he makes a lot of money. Which one sounds more attractive to you? Which one is more appealing to you? It's the intrigue and the mystery that makes it attractive. Basically, you need to be good at a lot of things while also knowing a lot about a lot of different things and being continually curious about everything. And this will help with being interesting because it makes you want to learn about a wide variety of topics. You also can't give everything away. Most people simply talk way too much. Don't be afraid to give basic surface level answers that cause them to ask more questions or have more questions in their mind about the thing that you said. And don't be afraid to do this in a teasing way as well. But that is nothing compared to this next one. Number six, fitness and taking care of yourself. For goodness sakes, take care of yourself and get into fitness. Now, you don't need to be a total gym rat, but taking care of yourself and looking good definitely helps. Some women will tell you that they want the dad bod, that they don't care about looks at all. And while they definitely don't care on the level that men do, they definitely do care. They also like a man that looks put together and looks successful and looks like he takes care of himself. They don't want an unkept loser that looks like a bum. It's the persona that you give off, that you are someone that they need to be with, be around, respect, admire, and be into. So take care of yourself, stay fit, dress well, and give off that persona that makes you irresistible. Now, this last one is the most important and will tie everything together. Number seven, be a bad boy that's a good man. It might sound kind of funny, but it works. I spoke briefly on the nice guy bit. We all know the stigma, nice guys finish last. But some guys take this to the extreme that, okay, well then all women just want a total douchebag then. This is not the case either. So what's the balance? The bad boy that is also a good man. You can be strong, firm, straightforward, masculine, capable of violence, and interesting, but then you can also be kind. And this is the balance. Being kind without strength is easily seen as weakness. But when you are strong and you have the ability to not be kind, but you choose to be kind, this is the true character. A bad boy is a rude douche. A good man is not rude for no reason. He is, though, strong enough to stand up for himself and those that he cares about. A bad boy is aggressive and might not let women make any decisions. A good man, while he may be the leader of the relationship and have the final say, doesn't mean he always needs to have the final say. If you can embody the traits that make the bad boy persona attractive while also being a good man, you will have women begging for your attention. But more importantly, you will have a long-term partner's love and attention for your entire life. Now that you know how to make women beg for your attention, you need to know how to command respect, which is exactly why I made this next video for you. I'll see you over there.